As the title says, I watched my first ever Bollywood film, and honestly I wasn't prepared for what I got. Stick around to find out why. So my mate, who is Indian, has been trying to get me into Bollywood for ages, knows I'm big into films, etc. And he finally convinced me to watch Dhurandhar, which I'm pretty sure is the highest grossing film in India. Before watching it, I knew basically nothing about the real world events it was inspired by, the terror attacks, the political tension, and all the history behind it. All of that was completely new territory for me, so I guess I was going in completely blind. And let me be honest, I had stereotypes in my head going into a Bollywood film. You know, I was expecting 90% romance, 10% people dramatically turning around in slow motion, some dance numbers. I was ready for a dance number, I was prepared. I did a stretch before, just in case I felt the urge to join in. But it didn't happen. Instead, what I got from the film was a violent, surprisingly grounded action film about a undercover Indian operative, and I'm probably going to butcher some of the names here. So an undercover Indian operative infiltrating the criminal underworld in Karachi, Larai district. I'm going to get slewed for that. And the action, I mean, this is a action film after all, was shockingly good. The choreography is tight, camera work is great, and the violence is really visceral actually, especially when paired with the very well done gore. And I'm sure this is gonna upset some people, but you've got the main actor doing what I can only describe as aura farming throughout the film. There is a scene where a guy is being brutally tortured.
पाकिस्तान में बड़ा उदास सा माहौल था। मैं 6 साल का था। रेडियो सुन रहा था। उस वक्त जिया उल हक ने एक ऐसी बात बोली।
And the protagonist is just kind of standing there mewing. And I can't do that, man's got a double chin. But, yeah. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. This film is long. 3.5 hours long. And the wild part is that it's basically a setup for a 4-hour sequel. There is a lot of filler in this film. Not Naruto level filler, but it's certainly close. Speaking on the filler, one of the scenes that stood out to me was a motorbike chase with the main character's love interest. And now, admittedly, some parts my mind was drifting because of how long the film is, but I swear I blinked and suddenly main character and the love interest are being chased by cops and they're on a motorbike. I mean, I got the setup for the end of it. It was so we could walk home and have a deep chat, but I just feel like that can be achieved so much simpler than a bike chase. I don't know. One of the things that kind of irked me in the film, and this is just proper nitpicky, but the gun recoil, just non-existent. I mean, these men are shooting AK-47 like it's a hairdryer, but I guess that's not really for me to judge. That's more of a corridor crew type thing, so I'll leave that to them. And with the film being inspired by real world events, there is also some real world footage mixed in with the film, and sometimes it's kind of hard to tell what's what. There are these time jumps as well, and they are kind of signposted, but years will just go by and it'll just be like that. And because the film is so long, there were just moments where my brain drifted. Overall though, a surprisingly solid film. Not perfect, definitely bloated in parts, but the action, and it is an action movie, makes it worth watching as a first Bollywood experience. It surprised me in the best way, and it also made me want to watch more Bollywood films. There is one that is already on my radar called Kill. Which is basically Indian John Wick, or John Vick. Anyway, if you've seen this film, let me know your thoughts, especially if you are not of an Indian descent, if you are kind of like me, just delving into different countries' films. Let me know what you thought about it. And anyway, please like, subscribe, and peace.